Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to World of Warcraft, the Burning Crusade Classic, and our Tauren Warrior playthrough. A big shout out this morning to Dan Cosman. He sent us a couple stacks of some major healing potions and some mighty rage potions. Also some higher level elixirs for strength and stamina. So yeah, I'm going to let the ones we have on wear out before I pop one of the new ones. But yeah, very cool. I really do appreciate it. I love having the potions. The potions are sometimes a, make or break depending on whether or not we're going to live through a big encounter. Sometimes comes down to the potions we have. So yeah, much appreciated, my man. Thank you so much. Let's head up here first. We're going to try to wrap up some of the stuff we have in Stranglethorn today. If I were mounted up, I probably could have just run through here and been absolutely fine. I guess I do need to decide if I want to do the yellow stuff or if I want to bypass it. I feel like we could just do it. I don't think we're going to gain too many more levels here. I don't think we're going to gain enough levels here to put us out of range for going into Feralus. So let's just kind of work our way through the zone. We have a couple of disparate objectives spread out over the map that we can kind of hit in an order. So we'll try to do that and see how it goes. Thank you guys for being here today. Thank you for clicking on the video and choosing to spend some of your time here with me. I truly do appreciate that. Every day our warrior gets a little bit closer to Outland and I get a little bit more excited to take him there. So having a really good time on the class. Let's see, I'm assuming that, yeah, we're going to be fighting the Naga Explorers here. I wonder if we could have paired this up with Akiris Reeds. We are in combat with the pesky mage back here. How much further? Okay, there we go. The only bad thing about killing enemies so quickly is that I don't have as much time to sip my coffee during combat. Now we do need to be working our way towards the back as well because we have to get to, there's a little waterfall with a little shrine or temple or something. We need to click on that. So let's make our way back here as we fight. Still been trying to decide on another class to play. My brain keeps getting pulled back to the Shaman. I think I'm just very regretful that, I ended up playing the Shaman on the Alliance side of things. When the Shaman class is a class that I really do love, and I feel like I could have grown to like it even more, but I'm just not fond of Draenei, and The thing about alliance questing to me is alliance questing is really good for me until we get through Duskwood. Like when we go from Elwyn Forest to Westfall to Red Ridge to Duskwood, basically like all the human town stuff that's all really close together. It's all within like running distance. And then after that, I don't know, I just don't really care for the flow of alliance questing. Part of it is because I'm not as familiar with it as horde questing. But I'm convinced that the other part of it is that it's not as well designed, it's not as fluid. I just don't see all the possible options. Yeah, I don't know, I guess I'm just not a really big alliance player ultimately. I think I'll like the alliance more when it's like a different story in the same zones. You know, like Outland and Northrend will be. I think that's when I might enjoy playing Alliance a little bit more, because I generally like the types of stories that are told in the Alliance leveling. Just not the zones. Just the flow of the zones to me just isn't as appealing. You don't have as much access to early level dungeons, so even though that we wanted to do some healing on the Shaman, we just ended up missing so many dungeons, and things like Shadowfang Keep that we really can't rightly get to. Where is this thing? Is it over here? No, it's gonna be up top. Yeah, I think we have to make our way up top to get to this. Yeah, missing Shadowfang Keep, not being able to do Ragefire, not being able to do Wailing Caverns. We just miss so many dungeons on the Alliance side, and gear is kind of important. You know, we've gotten really lucky, and I've been given a lot of pieces of gear on the Warrior. But even without that, we did pretty well in dungeons, just being able to do dungeons while leveling up. And when you can't really do as many dungeons, you're not getting as much loot, your character feels significantly weaker. For instance, like early on the Shaman, we had a really good Deadmines run where we got like 4 pieces of gear and a weapon. And for a little while after that, we felt really good. It was a strong class to be playing, everything felt good. If like every 5 or 6 levels we did that, if every 5 or 6 levels we had a dungeon that we could run a couple times and get a few pieces of gear, I think that feeling would have kept up. It's just harder to do dungeons on the Alliance side. Even if they're not going to use the automated looking for group tool for Northrend content, for current content, I really hope that they go back and they do it for lower level dungeons. It would just help out so much at a lower level to be able to pop yourself into a queue. Like, I get not having it for end level stuff, of course don't have it for heroics, but putting it in the game for the lower level dungeons that people want to do to level up is critical. Because I remember in Wrath, like, we used the dungeon finder to literally dungeon grind characters up. And it was a fun way to play, and we enjoyed it. Me and my friend, we'd go tank and healer, you know, and we would just grind dungeons. And that was kind of what we enjoyed doing when questing got boring. And without the dungeon finder, it's a lot harder to do that. It takes much more time to put a group together. You know, things like rewarding you with bonus XP for your first random of the day and stuff like that, I feel like is good. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, as far as the quest for either another character or a DPS character so far, yeah, so far I'm still just in the brainstorming process. Haven't really settled on anything. Do I have to fight these guys to get through here? Yes. Apparently the answer is yes, I do. I did think a lot about the Warlock. In full transparency, I played levels 1 to 6 on a Blood Elf Warlock. Then I played levels 1 to 6 on a Forsaken Warlock. And after doing both of those, what I realized is that I don't think that I like playing caster classes. Because yeah, I played them both, and at the end of it all, not only did I not want to put either video up, I just did not have a feeling that I would want to continue with either character. And so I didn't. But yeah, over the last day or so, I did try to play a Warlock. And I can see that it would be fun, and I can see the ways in which it would have like a gameplay loop that I like, where, you know, we can drain life, we can tap our health for mana and drain life to get life back. It has these cool mechanics, and it would suit the playstyle I like of being able to go from pull to pull to pull. But I think it's like for similar reasons that I don't like playing Shadow on the Priest. And it's just that I don't really like casters. I think that's like what it is, but it's weird because conceptually and lore-wise, I do like caster classes. I think that they're really freaking cool. But then when it comes time to press their buttons and play them, I don't feel that way anymore. So, yeah. Okay, let's see. We completed all of our objectives here. Let's cross over and we will head up here to get John's Spyglass and Maury's Clubbed Foot. Those are two undead dudes that are hanging out where we were farming Zanzil Mixture. Which way can I go? I can go this way. So yeah, I actually dusted off the Rogue last night and played a little bit on that. And definitely much more enjoyable than a caster, in my opinion, for me. But the thing is there, like, I don't know if I'm going to play a Rogue in Wrath. I don't know if that's going to be a class that I want to do endgame stuff on. But I do keep coming back to the idea of a Shaman, so I'm going to mold that around a little bit more. It would, you know, obviously my dream is that I could have played the Shaman on the Horde side. we could have healed more dungeons. It probably would have been a more enjoyable experience for me. As opposed to being a big blue space alien, we could have been a troll, an orc. But yeah, so that's kind of where my head is at right now. I'm kind of holding off. After doing the 2 Warlock dry runs and not really resonating either time, because at first I kind of thought maybe it was the race. So I was like, well, you know, maybe I don't go Blood Elf, maybe I go Forsaken. And yeah, that had its own host of issues that I just didn't resonate with it either time. And if I'm not having a lot of fun in an episode 1, then it's a pretty good sign that I shouldn't be playing the class. That is kind of what I thought. Yeah, sure, we can group up for a second here, because I do need this guy. A little bit of help would be fine, though, if you want. Oh, you got your pet in here. Okay, well, the pet is helping, but I'd like to get some hunter assistance, you know, with some arrows. Alright, the Spyglass, and then somebody back here has the other item. Not really sure why this hunter is purposely running into melee range. But they were. Yep, that's where you stand. No, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Maybe they want to show off their axe too. Like, they see our axe, they feel inferior, they want to pull out their axe and compare it to our axe. I mean, our axe is bigger and cooler, so I don't know. But yeah, okay, cool axe, bro. We'll pop one of our amazing potions here that can refill almost half of our health. From what I understand, there is not a way to play Hunter correctly that involves standing in melee and hitting things with a two-hander. I could be wrong. There's always that chance, you know. I just don't think that there's any build where that's the best option. Okay, next we need to figure out how to make our way over here. I think we need to go south and around, so... Oh, well, yeah, that's... Hey, that works for me too. Yeah, let's go south. There will be a little pathway we can take to get back there. And it's actually funny, when I was playing the rogue yesterday, one of the first random items that dropped was a blue two-handed mace with 10 strength and 10 stamina on it. I thought, oh, this would be perfect for an enhancement shaman. So yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. For now, I'm gonna focus on the warrior and see what shakes out. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. I haven't fired up a hunter yet. I'm really enjoying the dwarf hunter, so I feel like, yeah, I'd probably love a hunter. But I already know that I really love the shaman, so I mean, and that was a little bit further in levels so far. Chucky's huge ring. Where is Chucky? Chucky is not present right now. Not really sure where else he could be. We'll have to comb this entire place, seeing if he pops up. I could probably stand to still have some of my older potions out, because they're still pretty good too. There he is. He is dodging and parrying a lot. Alright, that's everything for here. Now we just need to work on the big one. The big one is going to be 18 Skull Splitter Tusk and 25 Split Bone Necklaces. Let's mount up and we will be off. Ideally for me, I like to have two characters going at a time that I'm really focused on and really enjoying, and then I like to use like kind of like a third slot almost, where I can jump into other characters, jump into characters like the rogue, sometimes jump on other characters and just kind of play around with them, you know, just for a little change of pace. There's characters that I like that I don't plan to abandon, but that I also don't plan to focus. And the rogue is probably one of those. I have a lot of fun when I'm on the rogue, but I just don't know if it's a class that I would really want to play long term. And the priest is kind of the same way. I've kind of fallen out of love with the priest a lot. When I played Discipline, leveling up through Vanilla Classic, that was a ton of fun, and I don't know why it feels so different. Going Shadow just feels so entirely different, and I mean, I never liked Shadow. Even when we tried it back in vanilla, I didn't like it. I tried it for a couple seconds. It just became the most efficient way to play the class in TBC. To the point where playing Discipline meant that it was going to take about 3 times longer for you to kill anything. And you weren't benefiting more from like mana regen or anything like that. It just became all around. You had to play Shadow if you were soloing. It was just the way to go. And, yeah, oh, we need singing blue crystals. We need lots of stuff here. Okay. I completely overlooked this one. These goblins are so hard to see. They basically blend right in and are the exact same colors as the ground around them. So yeah, fun times. I'm glad we're a bit over level because I always get myself into trouble here. With these goblins. But yeah, it's kind of hard for me to accept that, like, I might never like playing casters. You know, that being said, I mean, there aren't many, you know, it's Warlock, Priest, Mage. The Druid and the, when I say caster, I mean like pure caster. Obviously, Druids can cast, Shaman can cast, but they are not casters. They are hybrid classes. I guess it's a good thing for me that, you know, we're going to be getting Death Knight eventually, and that'll be another melee class that I can love. And this right here, guys, this is how I would get into trouble here. These guys path around quite a bit. And on top of that, being hard to see, you know, means that you end up pulling a lot of extra ones. And if you're not careful, they will quickly overwhelm you. In this case, we're quite a bit higher level than them, so, and we're in like the best gear imaginable. So it's going to be harder for them to do a lot to us. At least the drop rate for this one is pretty good. Alright, we fought our way all the way back to the mine here. Looks like we have a few guys down here. I'm probably going to drop into some trouble, but we'll be okay. Yeah, I'd say that 4 of them is trouble enough. Maybe we could heal up after this, round them all up, and do some retaliation. That could be a good idea. Let's get our health back here. We're going to go in on this guy if we can. We're going to blow retaliation right away. We're running for help over here. That's something. Well, that didn't quite work out how I would have wanted to. We probably should have saved the potion till, like, you know, right now and not opened with it. Ah, yes. Overconfidence. A killer, and in this case, a serious time waster. Alright, lesson learned. I think we'd have been okay if I had been patient and I had just bandaged up or eaten food and saved the potion, we'd have been fine. I'm gonna get us back there and we'll go from there. Yeah, now the tricky thing is everybody gonna be respawned? Are we gonna be able to loot any of this stuff? We could probably come over here and we could take on the one guy. If this one guy turns into 2 guys, turns into 3 guys, we could have a problem. Yeah, and we didn't even need all these guys to get what we were trying to get, I don't think. Okay, now we need to get out of here and find the trolls. The trolls are somewhere. Oh, we have a full inventory. That's so amazing. I'm so happy that we have a full inventory. I did empty everything out that I could before I left town initially. I need to do something with all my stuff, right? Robert, why don't you have a bank alt? Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. I will tell you about it. Bank alts are very useful and you can mail all of your stuff to them and it wouldn't be in your inventory right now. Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, yeah, let's get out of here. Try not to pull a billion of them. Oh, I just pulled a billion of them. Screw it, we're pulling a billion of them. And then we need to find some kind of reasonable entrance to wherever it is back here that the trolls are hanging out, because they are nearby but heavily secluded by hills and mountains. So I'm assuming there's going to be a pathway. There's also like an item we need to get over here though. Yeah, okay. Ziata Jal Trophy. Okay, good. We didn't have an interrupt there, which was scary, but we were able to execute him before the heal went off. It's pretty close, though. These guys are going to be big-time runners. I can already tell they run pretty early, so we will have to be hamstringing them if we don't want to pull ad after ad, group after group. And yeah, for all of those guys, none of them dropped a single of the skull splitter items that we actually needed. We need necklaces and tusks, and the 5 guys we just killed didn't drop any. So I think that kind of sets the tone for the rest of the quest, doesn't it? Hey, there's one tusk. We can go over here and get the head of Bangladesh. We might as well do that really quick. If he's up, that is. He could just not be there, but odds are he's probably just pacing around near his spawn point. As he tends to do. I think it's up on the hill here ahead of us. You are just a tiger. I think he's white, isn't he? Yeah, there he is. Oh, he's an elite. Okay, then. Shit. Okay. Let's do Death Wish here to get a little bit more damage going out. We'll do a Rage Potion because we're just going to have to be dealing with these ads, apparently. The ads are going to kill us. I mean, no joke. I shouldn't have done the Rage Potion. I should have just used a Healing Potion instead. Would have been the smarter thing to do. Can we still get this guy? Do we have enough health to get him? Yeah, maybe, if we get some pretty big crits going. Oh, we're just getting more and more ads. Shit, well. I guess I'm just gonna focus him, see if we can kill him. Yeah. Cool. Cool. Well, we got him. Didn't get the Guardians, though. Wow. Shit. Okay. Cool. Yep, perfect. Okay, guys. I'm running short on time anyway today. I didn't have a lot of time to be on here this morning, unfortunately. So we're just going to do this. We're going to go turn these in, and we're going to see what they chain into. But yeah, hey, at least we got him. I didn't realize he was going to summon all those ads, but I should have guessed that that was going to be the... Oh, yeah, Robert, mount up and then run through the water, man. Yep, not as much time to play this morning as I would normally have, so I think I'll be able to be back on this afternoon and do something else. But for now, I need to think about... wrapping some things up here. It's going to take longer to finish Stranglethorn than I thought. That's every time I look at Stranglethorn, I think we're done, and we're not done. And it is kind of starting to feel like we've been here basically forever. I mean, we came here at what, level 36 originally?
Safe travels.
So, yeah. That's nothing important. Yeah, let's go ahead and we're going to hearth back to Gromgol. We'll turn in the quest we have there. And I should probably come down. I just want to get some of this stuff out of my log. I need things to start going away from the log and not being repopulated with more Stranglethorn quests. To feel like we're kind of making progress through the zone here. I also realized we were right near an objective that I didn't see because of the daily marker on it. We need the Heart of Mach here. And yeah, we were there nearby and we could have done that, but I did not even see the marker on the map.
Blood and thunder. Nabu.
Okay, yep, let's get on a flight.
What can I do for you? Anything.
Getting pretty close to level 47. I mean, yeah, we're going to have like 11 levels to go before we can step foot into Outland. And 11 levels, you say that, it doesn't sound like a lot. But I kind of know from experience that it might still feel like a lot. That being said, this will be the first time that I'm actually leveling in this level range in Burning Crusade. So, it's entirely possible that they have made improvements in TBC, shortened the level ranges, given more experience. They could have done some stuff here, because as we're progressing through the 40s, I think this is as smooth a run as we've had going through the level 40s as I've ever experienced. I remember the early 40s on our vanilla Night Elf Warrior. I remember the 40s on our vanilla Priest. And starting right away, right at level 40, those were some really painful levels to get through. It seemed like every level just took an eternity. It seemed like you never had enough quests to do. So part of that is quest management and knowing where you need to be questing in the given brackets for leveling. Which is kind of why I always notice how both those characters that I mentioned that struggled were Alliance characters. And that's why I'm probably through and through a Horde player, because I kind of know the Horde zones a little bit better than the Alliance zones. Not as well as some of you guys do, but I know them pretty well as far as where we can go and what we can do and what level brackets. I do forget places like Feralus, but yeah. Much more comfortable on the Horde side of things.
Right back.
Where is this guy? Over here somewhere.
What can I do for you? Be careful.
I feel like he had a follow-up there for a second, and then it vanished.
Can I help you?
Yeah, curses that Swab Murray put a lock on his foot and I can't open it. His loot's inside the foot. Well, that's inconvenient. What, do I have to kill him again for the key? To gamble with some Mosh Og ogres.
See you later.
Yes, okay. I mean, it's another thing to do in the same area where we have everything to do. We also have to get the Heart of Mach. We probably should come down here and do the fleet. We're at a level now where we can do this. Maybe this is what we'll start with next time. We'll clear these boats out, get the captains, and then we'll go up to Gromgol. We'll finish the rest of the stuff in the northern part of the zone. And I keep saying it, but maybe eventually we will be done in Stranglethorn. I have a hard time leaving these quests, you know what I mean? I know how hard it is to level through the 40s traditionally, so now that we're having an easier time, It's really hard for me to say, you know what, screw it, we're going to go to Herbalism, we need to change the pace, let's drop all these quests. I don't really want to do that. I do want to finish things up here, at least for the most part. If there's a quest here and there, like if we have the riddle we didn't do, maybe we don't do these level 50 quests right now that we have, that would be fine, but everything that's in our log right now, we need to do all this. That'll get us level 47 and a little bit. At 47 and a little bit, we will go into Herbalism, and I think we'll still be okay. Yeah, level 42? 42 is the lowest quest that I see here. And yeah, we'll still be good. We'll be golden. Yeah, it'll be absolutely fine. And we'll even be in a level range where we can do zap giants and fuel for the zapping while we do everything else. So, yeah. That is the plan, guys. Sorry for the shorter one today. Next one will be a little bit longer. Thank you all for being here. I really do appreciate all of your continued support on this series. It does mean the world to me. So take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we will see you back here again really soon. Bye now.